Can I just say how obsessed I am with this makeup? It is not very often that I do cool tone looks and with blue and with green and with pink. So if you're interested, please keep watching. Sorry for this rude awakening on my face, but the first thing I'm going to do is use concealer to prime my eyes and just blend it out and warm it up and get it ready to go with my finger. Then I'm using the HNB Cosmetics Dare to Be Different palette by Miss Holly Boon here on YouTube. It's a gorgeous palette, and the first shade I'm picking up is I See You, and that is a really pretty kind of baby boy blue, looks like the sky. I'm going to pack it into my crease using a small detailer brush and then blend it out with that small blending detailing brush. Blending is probably the better word. And then with small circular motions, I am going to work my way into my inner corner, and then with a big old fluffy brush, I'm just going to diffuse that even more so it makes things easier to blend. The next shade I'm picking up is Zodiac, which is a really pretty, grape jelly purple, about as purple can be. I'm using a bigger brush. It is still kind of dense, so it packs on a good amount of color. So I picked it up very lightly, and I'm just working that into my crease. I'm going from inner corner to outer corner. However, I'm staying just below that blue shade so that the blue kind of still ends up being a real big pop in the end. And then I am going back in with that blue shade just to make sure that everything is blended out. And then with the edge of a shading brush, I'm using the shade Soul, which is a black eyeshadow with kind of like a silvery, almost maybe blue kind of sparkle, little fleck in it. It's not noticeable at all. If I hadn't told you, you'd probably think it's matte. But I'm just lining my crease with that and then blending it out with a little more of that purple. I don't want black in my crease, but I do need some dimension. So I can make this cut crease look as cut as can be. I'm just using concealer, as you can see. I showed you my little trick, which if you guys have been on my channel for a while, you've seen it before. I'm going to blend it out and taper it with my finger and then pack on some black eyeshadow to my outer corner to just really give myself some dimension in those eyes. And then I'm going to lightly run what's left over the top of that concealer. Go back into the purple, which is Zodiac, and blend that black out to make it a little bit softer. And then to blend the black that's on my lid with the concealer, I'm just using my finger again. And then for the lid shade, I am using the color Babe. There's also a corally shade in the palette called Welcome, which would have been really pretty as well. But I went with Babe because I was feeling like hot pink would just be so gorgeous with that blue shade. I love the color combination. So that is why I went with that shade. And then I'm going in with Zodiac one more time. I'm going to stamp it on and then lightly blend it out in between Soul and Babe just to get a really nice pretty gradient, and then wipe off that excess if you're going for a sharp look. I went ahead and did concealer and stuff like that off screen, so now I can make really hideous ugly faces for you guys and apply the shade Reef, which I'm obsessed with. I think it's my favorite color in the palette. It is the prettiest green. It swatches beautifully. It's pigmented. It goes on just like the color looks like in the palette. It's so pretty, and if you have green or blue eyes, it's going to make them pop so well. I love that color. Definitely want to use it more. And then I'm just going into the shade Soul again with that edge of that shader brush, and then going from inner to outer corner and just kind of softening up a little bit more with that green Reef shade. I am going to be putting an eyeliner in my lash line as well as tight lining, and then I'm just doing a really little thin line of eyeliner up top because the lashes I have today are really big. They're gorgeous, but I just felt like I need a little some up there, but I didn't want to do a wing. And then use any mascara you're comfortable with. I used a Maybelline one, and now I'm using, I believe the style is extra just because these lashes are so big. They're gorgeous. They're too big for my eyes, I think. I mean, like lengthwise. But oh my goodness, they're so much fun. Finish off your face, pair yourself with a nice bold lip, and you're ready to go, guys. So thank you for watching this tutorial. I love the palette. It is linked down below as well as everything else I used, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye, guys.